Good morning, Maribel and Sandra Dusenberry. Sandra John, hello. How are you? I have got my coffee. I nearly said on. I've got my coffee on. Have you got your coffee on? This time change is something else to deal with, hey? I'm so glad we don't have it, but it sure affects us. Lovely hot coffee. And I have a scarf on because it's not hot. It is actually, what is the temperature? Let's ask Jessica. What is the temperature, Jessica? Good morning, Renee, Natural Nene. Tell me, is my image dark or is it not dark? Good morning, Crochet Life and Stuff with Deborah. Yes, it's dark, hey? Now it's better. What is that? I don't know what the heck is going on. Why is it dark? And I thought it's not my imagination. There we go. Is that better? Now you can see me. Yes, it is a bit dark, said Deborah. To me it was, well, now I'm thinking, is it me? Or can I, maybe, is it my eyesight? Or is it my imagination? Now you can see me. Peekaboo. You're playing peekaboo this morning. Your morning, my afternoon. It's actually not hot here. Not hot. And the temperature today is what, Jessica? It's 19 degrees today Celsius, and 19 Celsius to Fahrenheit is 66. So it is 66 degrees here. Yes, Deborah, thank you. Hey? Thought it's not just my imagination. I mean, Linda's Yarnbon. Hi, Ursula. I can't stay but a few minutes because I have to go in my school bus route. Well, I hope you drive safe and everything goes well. Have a super time. And thank you for just coming in. Hope you hit the thumbs up. And I appreciate that. And hello. Is it Sandy, Mrs. Twisted V? Twin. Hello. And that is lovely, comfortable temperature. For us, it's on the cold side. It means you have to put on something long sleeve. And even for me, I'm a very cold person. Put on something. My neck needs to be warm, not cold. I don't want to be cold around my neck. So, yes, I am busy with my temperature blanket. And what are you busy with? Imagine this has a lot, cacti. Is it cacti? It's cold here there by you too. Is it Mrs. Twisted V Twin? Did I get it right? Your name is Sandy, right? I just want to get the right Sandy. Linda, 46 Fahrenheit in, that's quite a bit colder than here in Arkansas this morning. Wow. Because it's 66 here and 46 there by you, 20 degrees Fahrenheit colder. That's a little bit, a lot. 25 in New York. Jeepers. Now I think I better keep quiet. I am on my temperature blanket. And I have done, and it's amazing. I want to show you, but it's amazing how the last few rounds started looking like a baby blanket. Look at those. Look at those. Doesn't it look like a baby blanket? It's like a yellow, light, a pastel blue, pastel yellow, pastel pink, I thought to myself, wow, it feels like I'm working on a baby blanket. Renee is laughing. It's in Ohio it's 21. Goodbye, Linda. Linda's Bond. Goodbye. Have a super safe day, Pray that the Lord will keep you. You like it? I mean, it's coming on. Where the white stripe is where March started. And you can see that maroon day there is where we were melting hot. And I choose that color because that's how my cheeks feel on those days, like beetroot red. So it's been low. The temperature has been low, and I'm working with a what? 3.25 millimeter, doing that granite stitch, And I'll show you guys how far I came with my project bag on the weekend. Because I prefer the thinner yarn, but that project bag is chunky. So now you must imagine, chunky. So it must be quite an event for you guys to adapt to the time change. Goodness me, I nearly missed Granny D on Saturday night because she's usually on my time, 10 p.m. And she was on at, when I tuned in at 9:30 to see if she is on at 10, she was on already for half an hour. So now what used to be 10 p.m. on a Saturday night for me becomes 9 p.m., which is better for me. And it means, Bonnie, good morning. I'm so glad to see you. Every time, I'm going to ask you every time, have you made your 500 mark yet, Bonnie? Yes, so it's better for me because now I can catch maybe more of Granny D in the week. Because I couldn't remember why I used to be able to make Granny D in the week and then not. But it's the time change. Because it's in November that the time change takes place, isn't it? That's when it takes place, in November. Anyway. So some of you, this is, I'm on later than normal. So I think by Friday time, I'll have to move to later. Because I don't want to, be on when Dana is still on. Grandkids are on school holiday, so no driving off for me today. Woo, lovely. Janine Kemp, hello and good evening. So glad to see you. I'm busy with my temperature blanket, and I say it feels like the last 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Oh my goodness. Is about like a baby blanket. Look at that little pale pastels. Wow. It's getting paler the colder it gets. And Maribel, Ursha, and everyone in the chat working and lurking. I love your picture, Maribel. I love that picture. It's a good picture. It's spring forward and fall back. Yes. Got to go, take care. Got to go to work. Take care. Oh, have a super day. Absolutely super blessed day. A good Monday, not a blue Monday. You love the colors, Bonnie. I'm so glad you love the colors. I chose 23 colors for this blanket. And we're in Celsius. So I chose from 10 degrees. The one is marked 10 and below. What I did was I would put the temperature on the ball. Can you see there? So 10 and below. So if the temperature drops to, if it's 10 or below 10, this is the color I use. So I guess I'll hardly touch this color in this year. I just want to say, to stay asleep, says Deborah. The time change messes me up every time. Beautiful. Just finished my Just Feel Festival shawl. Ooh, Janine. Wow, I would love to see that. Crochet, Deborah says hello to everyone. Ursha, did you see the video of another set of twin kids? That's 5 baby goats this week. one of your videos? No, but I'll go and check it out. Craig Jones Senior, good morning. And how is this time change affecting you? Because my time hasn't changed, but your time has changed. So maybe, I don't know if it suits anybody better, the later time on a Monday morning for me, for you, that I come up. Thank you for that lovely compliment, Craig. It interrupted your knitting. I would be very sure that another set of twin kids, goats, birth of, would interrupt your knitting. It would interrupt just about everything. That is life. Yeah, anyway, so I've put the temperature on the ball and it's all in this container. So as I look up temperature, that's how I do it, because it's less room for error. So Craig Jones Senior, I haven't asked you, are you retired or are you working still? And I'm asking that purely because it says senior behind your name. That is the only reason I ask. Linda Simpson enters the house. Good morning. So we're on normal time for us and for you. Linda, are you having a time change? Because in South Africa, the time does not spring forward or fall back. Oh, this is delicious. Delicious. I want to show you my let me put this temperature blanket to one side. See, it's making progress. Every white line is a month. So that is January, February, and we're in March. March is quite pink, hey? Yes, until 28 March when our clocks go forward too. Oh my goodness. Really? Really? Is it necessary? Why is it necessary? So this is my project bag. Remember, I don't know if you remember, I showed you the lining. And the lining. Now, this is the outside. And like this. So it is actually square like that, you know. It has a square base. Not a square, like a rectangle. Now you can see my pins in here because I must stitch it now. Put it in place. Now I must stitch it. Stitch it. And then handles for this bag is going to be, the one ends in blue and the other one is just the opposite. Blue on the inside and pink on the outside. Why not? Why not? Have a bit of fun. So it's going to be like that. The one is going to be on the one side and the one on the other side. So very bright, hey? I used this pink blows out totally on the camera. Let me put this to one side, like so. There we go. Oh, you love the bag, Maribel. I'm so glad you love it. So cute. Our time goes backwards here in South Australia. Your time goes backwards in the south of Australia. Your time goes back. Do you set your time back? And the USA sets their time forward. Jeepers, this is too much to keep up with, hey? Good morning. How are you today, Jane? Very well. And you? Time changes this summer. Do you chart out color choices for the temperature changes? for instance, a list of colors somewhere. Now, Bonnie, what I did was I actually went and wrote out all the the 12 columns of the 12 months and the temperatures of every day for last year to sort of get an idea of how many colors there are. And I saw that of the hottest color last year, I would have only used 6 rows. The coldest color, it doesn't really get that cold here. So I thought, okay, I can have between, so that's what my method was. Yes, for daylight savings, there is Froggy went a-knitting. If you haven't joined her family yet, go and check her out. Okay, now I'm getting a bit, not hot, but it's the coffee. I'm heating up. So let's see how this goes. And yes, she is legally blind and she can crochet. So, and she's got a lovely channel. So if you haven't grabbed her up, there is the link to grab her up. Yes, Janine said it's for daylight savings. My temperature blanket is a disgrace. I think it's looking uglier by the day. However, I'm not so upset because it was your first blanket and I'm not as coordinated with multicolors as I would like to be. Yes, it's my first time doing a blanket as well, temperature blanket, and I'm doing a small one. It's going to be 60 by 60 inches, which is 1.5 by 1.5 meters. So not too bad, not too much to deal with. If I stretch out my arms, it's not even, it's from the one tip of my finger to my elbow, something like that. Hello, Brenda. Are you well? And I only have 20 days left to crochet on it. You mean from the time you started to the time that you're going to end? Right? Wow. Now, Bonnie, I was saying I didn't. So what I did was I wrote all the temperatures down, and I saw what happened last year, as if. And I thought, okay, let me pick a gauge between the two. Is the gauge the right word? High, yeah, it's between 10 degrees and 31. So 31 and up is one color because hot is hot, melting hot is melting hot. And 10 and below is one color, but from 11, 12 up to 30 is a color per degree, but it's Celsius. Oh my goodness. I love the cup of tea inside of your bag. Thank you, Jane. I wanted it. That's the only material I could find that was remotely close to the subject. Bonnie, you are a new member. So I'm going to play you a song. Get your jingle jangle on. There you go. Okay. Welcome to our new member. Ooh la la. So welcome, Bonnie. I'm so glad you decided to join us. Oh, and by the way, guys, I've got something to show you. When Trudy and I met up, was it last week already? I took a little, how many seconds video to show you guys our checkers. And it looks like your Walmart. So if you want to see what our version of Walmart looks like, I will show you. I'm working on a hexagon cardigan, acrylic, and Angora yarn. Wow. Good morning, Debbie Loves Yarn. Hello. Just stopping in on my way to potty. I'm allowed to say that. Hello, everyone. What's your choice whether you take me along or not, hey? At least we don't have smell-o-vision yet, so that's fine. Listen, Let me show you a little. It's only a few seconds. So, are you up for, throw there a thumbs up if you're up for our little Walmart. If you want to see our, not our little Walmart, our version of your Walmart, just throw down a thumbs up so I can see. If you don't, then it's okay. Okay? What do you say? Linda, you want to see it? Here we call it checkers, and it's a big checkers. It's a big checkers. Now you tell me, those of you in the US, if you think this is close to your, do you think this looks like your Walmart? Ja. All the magazines, what's that? Notions bags.
En grote mensen met grootvaart en dan staat allemaal een verhaal op daar waar allerlei verschillende mensen. Dat is wel een
Wow. What? Okay. Babies. Okay.
En er is nog.
Wat doe je? Wat daai raai?
Wat dit is diertjie en charity.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Here is beautiful. Coral. Okay. It looks quite different. Yes. Let me see. The comments say. Yes, very much like our Walmart, says Deborah. Okay. I mean on my calendar, because I started on 2019. Remember, I got sick and I stopped and I kept track of all the temperatures to finish later. So, oh, right. That's very clever. Ours has a huge grocery. Yes. Now, I didn't even go to the grocery section because I walked in there, and I was on my way to the yarn, whatever yarn there is, to go and see how big it is. And you can see how small it is, actually. You know, and there was another shelf, but just one shelf, one little section that is as high as I am tall when I stand up, and, you know, about 1 meter wide, that is not filmed. Oh, well, it's not going to look like your Walmart. It's not Walmart, but it's close. It's the African version. So, yeah, I wanted to know if that is kind of your Walmart. Cleaner than our Walmart, slot like Cube in Italy or Pan America in Italy. Oh, is that so? It is like the range here in the UK. Wow. Crochet like Deborah, but yours definitely has more yarn. What? Ours has more yarn. I just went like a beeline for the yarn. I made a beeline for the yarn. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to film. Obviously, that's a huge store. There's security everywhere. I'm not going to ask because it's like, ooh, you treat. You know, maybe I will do another yarn with Van Gogh theme like Starry Night, but I also wouldn't make it smaller. You also, or you would make it smaller, or you wouldn't make it smaller. Hi, Teresa Patton, sweetie. Hello, Ursula, sweetie in the house. Coming by to show my love, and I appreciate it. Mwah. Thank you. Only one kind, chick. Now you see, that's the thing. Checkers sells chick. No one else in the country that I know of, and I think I know correct, sells chick. Chick is made for Checkers. And they've been selling that since I got my memory. So that is how it works here. If you see chick, you know where it was bought. There's no other place to buy it. And they don't stock other brands than chick. You know, I mean, if they do, it's the exception, but you don't really. Good morning, Veronica. How is this time change treating you? Good morning, good morning. I think that Krista in Nairobi has more. Debbie loves yarn. That was just a little peek of what our Checkers looks like. That's not our malls. We have big malls. I'm sure they can't compare to your mega super malls, but they are quite big. One of my lives had a thumbnail, a front picture on of the store where I was sitting at, and it has 4 stories high that you can look down, and at the food court you sit and you look down at the other levels, and it has a big screen. So when there is, well, for us it's cricket or rugby, for you it's Super Bowl, whatever, but for us it's cricket or rugby. Boy, oh boy, do the people on all the levels then sit there, because then everybody looks to that huge big screen that is made up of so many big screens, you know. So let me just quickly catch up. No, 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 no. And then the comments jump, don't jump, don't jump. They must really find a way where one can just scroll better. Janine says, where I am, our local shops don't even sell yarn. The closest store similar is 8 hours away. Now that Checkers is actually groceries. You can even get furniture there. You can get clothing there. Just about everything, and then a bit of yarn. But not all. It's only Checkers, and then the sister company of Checkers, ShopRite, that sell chick yarn. If you want yarn, you have to go to a yarn that specifically sells, a shop that specifically sells yarn, because it's not sold anywhere else, with the exception of this store that I just showed you, and you can see how many shelves it is. Now that is what you would say in an emergency. Okay? Morning, Teresa. Hello, hello. Everybody's saying hello. Let me skip past the hellos. Hello, Reggie. Hello, everyone. I'm here, but also making lunch. Ooh, what is lunch? Lovely. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me see past all the good morning so I can. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Miss Kitty 506. I love that, Kitty. That's a beautiful picture. Hello, Helen. Welcome. Glad to see you. And you're saying good morning, and everybody. And did you show another shopping video? Did you see that little clip? It was just our version of Walmart that I showed now. But tomorrow, I'm excited about the video that's coming out tomorrow, because that is now what our local yarn stores look like. A yarn shop in South Africa. You go there, and I also got permission to go there and permission to film. Went there, filmed, and yes, it's coming out tomorrow. So I would love to see your comments and what you think about it, especially Reggie from J Hook Crochet what you think, because I think, is it expensive yarn? No, the one at that Checkers that I showed you is really affordable. I mean, if you go back and see, you'll see there is like 139 rands for a pack of 5, and 5 is 100 grams, 500 grams, and you can divide 139 by 16 to get to the dollar exchange rate. But it is really affordable. That is really affordable. Let's quickly see. Hello, hello, hello. Veronica, I know, but I can't. You can't back sleep, but you can rest. You can't catch up on sleep lost, but you can rest. Eh? Let's see. Tori, good morning. Glad to see you. There we go. There we go. Tori, there we go. And hit the like button if you haven't yet. I forget to ask but you're so good at it. You remember. I'm on my second cup of coffee. And then maybe on Friday I'll have coffee again, because I seem to be having, it's a trend now. Somehow I only have coffee when I'm with you guys. And you know, it is my favorite coffee. A good cup of coffee. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Oh, Reggie, I'm telling you, I even speak to you in that video. I think that you will like the shop. You know, that the wool shop that I'm showing tomorrow, for the next 3 weeks, I'll be showing you wool shops every Tuesday. The one I'm showing you tomorrow is sort of known as a store that sells more high-end. But it is, I don't want to say a misconception. The point is that you do get high-end yarns there, and you don't get it everywhere. You get it there. So you do get yarns everywhere, and so you do get yarns everywhere. You get yarn at other yarn shops, lovely yarns, but there you get high-end yarn. I mean, expensive yarn, but beautiful. If you want to make something for an evening out, that must be silver, gold, glittery, and you want to go buy something, and it must be special. And you know how it is if you make something like that. It lasts forever. Okay, it's going to last your whole lifetime. It's not flimsy. You're going to pay the price, but you're going to have a lifetime garment that you can even pass on. Nautica Nook, good morning. Jamie and Chatty Chat people, I'm so glad to see you. And I just don't want to miss that. The hubby didn't set up the coffee last night, so I have diet cranberry grape right now. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you. Okay, there we go. And I hope, did I put sugar in or not? Not sugar. Yuck, no sweetener. I must put in sweetener. Looking forward to the yarn shop tour, and that's what I call it. And I actually call it a wool shop tour because in South Africa we talk about wool shops, not yarn stores. It's only because I've been so hanging out with you guys that I also now speak of a yarn store. But we don't call it yarn stores, we call it wool shops, like in the UK. You say you love expensive yarn. Oh, everybody loves expensive yarn if they can afford it. You know, I mean, when I was working, I had a budget for yarn. I had a budget for yarn. It was working to my budget every month. And I would go to that store and I would spend my budget there because they had everything from the cheapest to the most expensive. So why go somewhere else as well, you know? Good morning, good morning. Pamela's adoring crochet. Wow, I am honored to have you in the building. It's so kind of you to visit. Hey, I so appreciate it. Okay, just got back to the chat and I see the videos. So the yarn costs 139 rands. So you must divide it by 16. Can you divide that on your cell phone? What is 139 rands 99? So 140 divided by 16. I don't have a math thing here now. Here we go. 139.99 divided by 16 is 8,7 US dollars. For a pack of 500 grams, and easily 300 meters on a ball. That is affordable. I think for us it is affordable. Let me quickly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's go past all the good mornings where everybody's greeting each other, showing love. Good morning, Teresa. There you go. I'm just 869. Yes. So what do you say? For a pack of 500 grams, at least 260 meters to 300 meters on a ball. Is that affordable? Oh, how are you going to say that? Not too bad. Oh, you can get it better. Reggie's saying that's very good. It's so funny how your answers differ, hey? Yeah, Maribel is saying it's a good deal. But it's so funny. Imagine I had all you guys in there in the shop with me. Now this one's saying, oh, this is good. This one's saying, no, I'm going to look for better. Oh, Veronica, you're not going to get a better deal in South Africa than that. I can tell you that much. I can tell you that much. That's the best deal you're going to get in South Africa. That would be a great deal in the US, is it? Okay. Because, yes, remember that is the price. So you divide that price by 5. And that's what you're going to pay for one ball of affordable yarn for about 300 meters. It's a good price. Did you recalculate? Cameron, hello. My cat Madison says meow to everyone. Hello, Madison. Hello, Cameron. I hope you're doing well. I would love to yarn shop with all you guys. Pamela, I have tomorrow a video coming out that I call a wool shop tour. It's not a yarn haul because I only bought a little bit of yarn. So it's not a yarn haul. So what I do is, instead of bringing the yarn home, I take you to the wool shop. Yarn store like you call it, wool shop like we call it. You see, so I'm doing it the other way around. And then this Tuesday, next Tuesday, and the next Tuesday. So for the next 3 Tuesdays, I'm taking you to 3 different wool shops. And I'm spending time with the permission of the owner, filming in the store what they've got on their shelves. And I think you would like to see it, what they've got and what they offer. And whatever prices you see there, I think the South African Rand, the ZAR, Z-A-R, is 15 or 16 to 1 US dollar. So whatever you see, divided by 16. So you can work out whether it's a good price. If you say so. I haven't made the calculation. I'm glad, Pamela. I'm wanting actually Reggie from J-Hook Crochet to see tomorrow's one, because that's really good. And the week thereafter is also very good. Those 2 stores, tomorrow's one and the week thereafter, is actually the same distance from my house, but 2 blocks apart. So I would drive in the main road and I would turn left, and it would be on that side, and then the other one would be on the right, so it depends who's open. But the one on the right doesn't sell super high-end yarns. And they have, I think, less yarn, because you'll see tomorrow's one is like a house. It is an old house with wooden floors, like my house, but they've converted it into a shop. And if you walk in there, it feels like you're visiting someone's yarn heaven, you know, because it's these wooden floors and it's beautiful. It's just, and every room has, this is like the baby room, this is where the cottons is, that's the double knits, that's the, you know, wow. Okay, let me catch up. It was your size, double knit or chunky, Veronica. Hi, Cameron. I think what matters is not only the price, but value for money. The question is it a good price for what it is? Yes. You can make a sweater out of that yarn. Chick yarn is very good. It lasts. It's your, for me, when I had a job and I could choose, that would be a go-to yarn for a blanket. They're double knit. They're baby yarn you could use for baby goods because it is meant for babies, you know. So what size was the yarn? It was they have chunky, double knit, and 4-ply. So it's 3-weight, 4-weight, 5-weight. That is so awesome considering you are in Africa. You may have more wool. Well, I think so that's what I'm going to do is I'm going in the next 3 Tuesdays, every week, I bring out a video and it's about 30-40 minutes. Because I mean, I'm taking you through a wool shop, proper wool shop. It's not just, you know, 3 balls of wool. It is, I'm taking you through the store like you would be visiting us and walking with me through the store. So let's say, obviously we're going to spend more than 40 minutes if you're with me, but I'm spending 40 minutes. You can watch again if you want, but that is, I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. So there we go. For those of you who don't know, I have an Amazon affiliate link, and if you would like to make use of it when you buy something from Amazon, I would so appreciate it. I use the voucher that I get to put together for prizes. Every little bit helps. And I have so much to learn about yarn. Yes, that's why we go to university, where Reggie tells us everything, eh? I had a streak of awesome luck at Life Talk with Liz's home at 12 this morning. We played 2 games and I won both. Wow. Cameron, congratulations. Maribel, Debbie and Linda, hello. It's before 7 a.m. and it's just occurred to me that it's Monday morning. I don't want to be an adult today. You don't want to be a child in this time studying at home. That'll be the pits, because before lockdown, we always used to think that if you're a child and you're at home, you're on holiday, you're off, you're allowed to rest. Now you're not. It's like work that follows you home. Let me just catch up. Cameron, hi everyone. Vera, hello Vera. I was just showing them in the replay. You can see I showed them what our Checkers looks like, and it's compared to their Walmart. And good, but Vera, you also stay in George, if I'm right. And George is like a coastal town where people really love to go and hang out for holidays, you know. And I was there, and they have small yarn store, wool shop that is, but they have a variety of things. Lovely. I was there, and I always, when I go somewhere, buy yarn as a souvenir, make something out of it, or start it there and finish it at home if it's not done yet. But so that wearable, and it's a wearable, I always make a wearable, reminds me of the time on holiday. I hope you show me some of the trip there. I've not seen Africa. You have not? Well, I must consider that. Yes, Ursula, I don't think we didn't notice you missed your university. Ah, shame. Yesterday was threw me out. I must tell you that. Now, you were on normal time. But as I say, I nearly missed Granny D. And then I saw you were on. So I'm going to watch the replay for sure. You know, I do watch replays, eh? So my apologies. I like to watch your university. It's very informative. I'm getting my doctorate degree from your university. You'll be a yarnologist. Soon I will be Dr. Debbie Loves Yarn to you. Oh, I believe you. I'll be hats off to you. Yeah, I want to go shopping with Usha to the yarn wool store. I would be excited to go buy cereal with you. Shopping trips are my favorite kind of videos. You know, yeah, I don't, you know, see all the videos that I have for the next 3 weeks, I've done with permission because I don't like that feeling of filming and the people don't know that you're filming. I just don't like that. It feels like I'm a crook. I like to do it with permission, you know, because I would be so embarrassed if someone would tap me on the shoulder and, hey, what are you doing? Not allowed to film in here. Oh, die. Just open up and swallow me up, earth. Oh, you know, don't want that. Do not want that. You know, so I don't know. Everybody is in bed this morning. And I think Whisper might, no, she gets up early. Barbara gets up early and goes to bed late. But I tell you, this has everybody a bit out of their... So I'm wondering if I should come on earlier. It affects me as well because I used to go on at 1:30 my time, 1:30 p.m. Then I decided to make it 1 p.m. Reggie, you know what? You encourage me. You give me boldness because I took a page out of Veronica's book, I took a page out of your book. I was so encouraged when one day you said on my live, you cannot do YouTube and be a sensitive soul. You have to have a bit of a thicker skin. And I thought to myself, I must do that. You know? So it's what embarrasses me is the feeling of I've done something wrong. I don't like that. That's why when I was at school, you wouldn't know that I'm in your class because I am so quiet. I wouldn't want the teacher to say my name out loud. I would be like, I would blush. And I would feel like I could just shrivel up, shrink back there. So that is how I was at school. You didn't even know I was in your class. I went to bed late last night as I played bingo and won. Now, why don't you come up here and say that? Hey? Come up here and say that. But Reggie, I can just see your face laughing. I know. When I'm with you, I'll probably be having red ears because you'd be daring and go places where I would not dare to go. And Reggie would just be, oh, well, what's the worst that can happen? They can throw me out. They can say this. They can say that. And I'm like, no. You were that way too, Pamela. Yes, I was that way until I left school and I went to work. There you go. Come on, Linda. Come on, Linda. Get on that ladder and step up here. And I'm the kind of person that when someone makes me feel uncomfortable, I make them uncomfortable back. You see, now that is good. I admire that because I'm not like that. I admire that. Debbie loves yarn. Is that chick yarn? Is what chick yarn? Chick yarn that they sell at Checkers. They sell chick yarn at Checkers. And Linda Simpson. That is what happened to me at Liz's house. Okay, there we go. add Linda. Welcome in, Linda.
Hello. I remembered the light, but not the flipping. Oh, honestly. Hello.
Oh, do you guys also see the gangster? I see the gangster, and I can't hear the gangster.
Can you hear me now?
Oh my! There, that's now you're a gangster. If you weren't before, now you are. But have you put it into both ears so we can hear you? Can you speak?
Of course I can
speak. You can
speak.
use your gangster voice if you want.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Mother?
I can hear you. Let's see what they say. Try saying they sell chick yarn at Checkers 5 times fast.
They sell chick yarn at Checkers.
They sell chick yarn at Checkers.
Yarn at
They sell chick yarn at Checkers. 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 I'm from Africa. So they sell chick yarn at Checkers. No problem. Hello, Miss Linda. There we go.
Hello, everybody.
I could play Blingo, but my internet connection is bad 70% of the time. She's buffering. Oh, there we go. Maribel says.
Yes. Thank you, Maribel.
And there we go.
Thank you, Pamela. Hello, Pamela. Nice to see you.
Now, the next question is, can you see Linda?
I've got a light up there, so yes, you should be able to see me. Can you? Or do you
There we go. Simply June, Lorna from South Africa, a yarn vlogger. If you haven't, she crochets. I haven't seen her knitting, but she crochets. And she couldn't be here Friday night because of load shedding. And I had to check my schedule because yesterday we had load shedding between 10 and 12 p.m., which is, well, no, 12 to 2 p.m. And when I come on at 1 p.m. my time, which means no live if we have load shedding. Absolutely not.
No.
So,
not good.
Dina, mwah, a kiss to you, my sweetie, for absolutely watching that. Now, watch that Reggie laugh. Totally worth it. I think she would embarrass the heebie-jeebies out of me in any store, hey, and find it funny. I think so. That would be like good sport. Good sport to
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Good morning, Teresa. And how are you doing today? Woo! Can you tell? I'm up
Dina.
here with
the gangster. Do you want me to drop my blind? Or is it a kind of... Hi, Kelly. Hello.
Kelly, you're super. Kelly, we're so glad to see you. Kelly. Hello, Dina. I posted the video on Saturday, says Deborah. Oh, we must go and check it out.
Definitely. I think I might have done.
Now, let's quickly have a look. Okay, now just say, okay, the people in the chat can say if they can see Linda clear enough.
Or do you want me to?
No, let them say, because I can see you, but if they can see you clearly, that's great. No problem. Hello, everyone in the chat, says Kelly, and everybody's saying good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Michelle. Crochet.
Hi,
Michelle.
Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
I'm working and listening. Love you all, and we love you.
We love you too.
Time change is treating you good. There is the woman of the hour. Hi, everyone. Dropping a like and sending all tons of love. Busy day, so popping in and out. Thank you, Barb. There. Now, okay, now there you were very clear for a moment before you turned gangster again. There you go. There's super clear. Now you can't hold your hand like that. Hail whoever all the time.
No, I know. Just bear with. Let me see if I can do my light. Oh, let me see if I can sort my lighting out. Just bear with.
I'm bearing. And let's catch up with it. I'm
There we
catching up
are.
with the comments while I bear with you.
Is that
Okay,
better?
I think that's better.
That's better.
That's better. Well, it was better, and then you moved it.
We Supersonic love you too.
Supersonic love you both. I hope that if that doesn't hurt, then that's okay. Supersonic sounds like it will hurt. She's fine. There you go. You've got Maribel.
Thank you, Maribel. Thank you.
Put it on. There you go. Maribel, I love that picture of you. Hi, sweet tea, says Barbara. I want whatever it is Kelly is having. I also want what Kelly is having.
So last night,
you run here in the background as I work around the house. Oh, and I hope you can hear us while you're working around the house. Barbara strikes me as one of those
multitaskers.
Drop the blinds, Linda, says Deborah. Good morning. It's 5 a.m. in California, says Iris. Iris, it is early by you. And I know you're I love that view, but it's better if we want to see. Oh, I think that is much better. Yes. Do you know when I go and sit in my bedroom where I used to have lives when I started out with lives? That happens. My background, which now when you got up, we could see was beautiful, right? But if the minute I go sit in front of it, it just becomes this white background. Don't know why, but it doesn't happen here. It happens there in my bedroom. There you go. Okay, she did drop it. Drop it while it's hot. Australia is in the southern hemisphere and they are going into fall or winter. Yes, us too. Us here in South Africa too. I'm doing some breakfast now. I'm still here. Ooh, bacon, eggs, tomato, coffee. I can't make out the other two thingies. Yes, I think that's the solution. Now you look beautiful, as always. Lovely and clear.
That better? I can't hear you.
I'm not speaking, that's why. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you. I'll come back. I'll leave and come back in.
Okay. Okay. Leave and come back in. Go out the door, come back in again. Hello, Linda. Yes, all that light behind you is blowing it out. That is the thing. Lunchtime for me. I'll have to hop off. I'll see you all still here later. Yes, Reggie, I hope so. You know, it always takes only 5 minutes to or long to make the meal and then a short while to eat it.
Oh, I just lost. I couldn't hear you at all when I got up to close the blind. I lost sound.
It happens to me too, especially if someone phones me before I go live.
Yeah. So I've had a nice.
So you like my bag that I'm making?
Oh, I think it's gorgeous. Really do. I wish I could do that. I can't sew to save me life.
What do you mean you wish you could do that? I actually said to my daughter, this bag would be perfect, even not lined, because it is so even on the inside, nothing's going to fall through this. It's like amigurumi. And I mean, it is chunky and I'm using a 5.5, but it is very colorful. And I use the box.
Yeah. You'll have to tell me how you did that, because I'd like to make something like that.
I'm going to make a little tutorial because you know what? You don't even, what I do is I do the lining first. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Then what I do is I take the lining at the bottom. Now I look at the lining at the bottom and I go from there to there and I just put on chains and then I
You
start
work
going
around
around
it.
and around
Yeah.
with single crochet up to it is the same size and one row bigger than the bottom of the bag. And then Barbara said, work one round in the back loop or the front
Back
loop.
loop.
What you
And
need
that
is
makes,
what you need is that foot. Can you
yeah.
see that stitch there? That creates like a
Yes.
foot. Now that's
Yeah.
what you need. So then from there on, you just start going up. You just don't increase or do anything. It forms a tube. This
Yeah.
forms a tube. And that's it. Now, whether you line it or you don't line it, nothing. But I can tell you that where you every round we meet up and you go up to the next round. I don't like that line it formed.
No,
so
I don't.
I did
So
it this time for the first time in a different way, and it totally hid that line.
Yeah.
Totally.
You'll have to.
I don't know if you can use that method for amigurumi or anything else, but you can use it for this.
Well, I don't.
No line.
When I do my amigurumi, I don't have a line because I don't chain and join it. I can't remember what I do, but I just work around. I don't chain to join the row. So if I've come to the row
if
and
I
then
want
join
to have
it,
change of
I'd have
color, which I
line.
wanted, then I have to at some point stop so that the line is at the same point. So what I did was, you know, you chain up one, and then in the next one I do a single crochet. And when I get back, that one there, I actually skip it. And I slip stitch in the next one.
Yeah.
So that if you look at the top, the V's on the top, they line up perfectly. There's nothing missed. But if you turn it on the wrong side, it looks like a little knob on that side because that slight stitch is shoved back. But on the front, it's smooth as anything.
Good.
There you go. Pamela is saying, I've got to go to edit a video, but we'll keep this live running. Thank you, Pamela. I so appreciate it, and thank you so much. And I appreciate every one of you that is in the chat, all these precious
Have a good
people.
day, Pamela.
All 25 of you precious ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's saying goodbye and hi and goodbye and hi. It's just, there we go. You love the bag, Kelly, and I was showing my temperature blanket that I'm working on. The hubby realized he forgot the coffee. He made me a cup of tea. Hey, tea's the next best thing here, hey?
Yeah,
Something
my husband's.
Hot. They sell flat, thin panels with holes to crochet into. It makes a fabulous base, and it's super cheap. Yes, in my Facebook group, there's a lady that works with those bases, and they are different shapes, even heart shapes, and they do laser things on it. Oh, it's so attractive. It looks beautiful. Inga, yes, Debbie is stronger too. Good morning, Inga. I can't remember if I said hello. Coffee
Hello,
in your
Inga.
cup, Dina.
I've got nothing at the moment.
Hi,
I'm not drinking anything.
Is it hi? No, it's hi, everyone. Hello, Brenda. I'm sorry,
Hi,
Linda.
Brenda.
Sorry.
I said I haven't got anything. Hubby's out in the garden, and he's out in the garden because it's really nice today. So we've been for our walk. I went and got my COVID injection on Saturday. I had no effects whatsoever, no after effects. So that's all good. I know. So, and
good morning, Jenny.
I want to show you something. I decided, I'll just have a try of doing a basket. Let me just.
I want to try and say it like that. I wonder if I can. I'm trying to do a basket. Oh, wait. Let me put you on solo.
So I made this square basket. It's not very good, but for a first attempt, I think I'd not done too
What do you
bad.
mean
So
it's not very good? Now, why is it not very good? What's
because
the
it's not,
problem?
I did it for my cameras, to put my cameras in, but it's quite floppy.
To put your what in?
My cameras. I
Your
store my
camera.
yeah, my cameras.
Oh, your camera.
What I do my videos with. So that's it. So worked in the
Wow.
square. I worked around and did the back post for the corners. If you can see here, they're the corners.
Oh, yes.
And then at the bottom, instead of starting in the bottom, what I did was I just picked up the stitches there and crocheted down.
Okay, so you made like a to your left, Linda. We
My
are to
left.
your left.
Right.
There you go. You made a square.
Yeah,
And
so I
then,
made this.
now if you turn it, then you worked like a panel, okay, yeah, around
Hold on. Yeah, so what
and
I
then on
did.
where it is on the corner, you worked on the back post. Okay.
So on the so it's
And
just
then
one
how did
panel,
you
and
put
then
it together?
I joined it together here with the slip stitch. Both you can see. Hold on. So I joined them together there, and then once I joined them together, I then picked up the crochet along here to do the
As you
bottom.
went.
So I did crochet.
Did you do the side as you went, or did you afterwards attach it to the bottom?
I attached it to the bottom, but I had started it here and attached it here with picking up the crochet stitches, crocheted down, and then joined it at the bottom here with stitches. So it's not too bad for a first attempt, I don't think.
No, it's lovely. Inga, naughty girl, I don't ignore you at all. And I will never ignore Inga.
Yeah, so that's
you know
what
Inga. No, that's fine. You know, Inga, I was thinking of you this weekend. My daughter and I was watching movies, and we were choosing a movie on Netflix, and I saw the movie before I go to sleep at night. I don't know if you've seen it. Nicole Kidman plays in it. I actually didn't think Nicole Kidman plays in it. I thought it's someone else who plays in it. But it's this woman who is survives a brutal attack, but as a side effect of the attack, in her brain something happens. So what happens is she will wake up tomorrow morning and she will not recognize the faces around her as faces that she knows. So her husband's face would be a stranger's face. Now, the reason why I mention this is because, you know, and obviously most people know my son has autism now. I'm getting hot now because now I've had my second cup of coffee. But what they do find difficult to do is to read people's faces. My husband finds it also difficult to do, to read, nuances and for me to look at your face and pick up you're either cross with me or I've said something to offend you, all those non-verbal things. He really struggles to pick that up. And like many people who is autistic. And this woman, so I thought to myself, wouldn't it be great if they could make a movie that, because this disease that she's got is there's a certain amount of people in the world that really struggles with this. I've never known that it can be like that. I mean, so because what happens is now she's married. So now when she's intimate with her husband, it feels like she's intimate with a stranger. So you can think how difficult it is now after this attack. And then her husband would click at some point. You don't recognize me, you know? So it's a really good movie. I think it's called Before I Go to Sleep at Night. And yes, Kim Basinger. Was it Kim Basinger or Nicole Kidman? I don't know. I saw Nicole Kidman and I thought, I don't remember it as Nicole Kidman playing that role. But anyway, it seemed like you can remember wrong, you know? I just thought, wouldn't it be great if they could make a movie to show how someone like my husband would look at people and he cannot pick up the facial expressions. Because this is how it is now, isn't it? Imagine if people all wore masks and they only showed your face in your expressionless mode.
Yeah.
But you've just told them a joke and it stays expressionless. So you can't pick up whether they caught the joke, is offended by the joke, like you more, like you less. You know, life is difficult.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. So wait, everybody's saying hello. Wow, Linda, they love it. Let me just get to the comments.
Oh, thank you. It's not bad for a face.
I love it, says Deborah. And I just made one from t-shirt yarn. Yes, I did see. Now in tomorrow, is it tomorrow's one? No, it's in next week's video. They actually show t-shirt yarn and someone made a basket thingy there.
I want
to says Vera, super cute basket. Oh, you see.
Thank you, Kelly. I want to
I think you should have double-stranded the bag to make it sturdier.
Yeah, that's what I thought after. Thank you, Dinas. What I thought, why I did it was I want to do a whip basket. I want to do a whip basket.
WIP.
Yeah, whip basket. I want to do a basket that I can put my whips in. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes? No?
Okay.
So I can carry my whips with me. Are you all right? Whips as in works in progress. My crochet.
Yes, I've got it. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. It's me.
Okay.
We live in a cul-de-sac.
Yes.
Right?
I do
so
too.
It's extremely quiet here. And suddenly I hear a woman screaming. So I mean, I freeze, like, this never happens here. We live in a cul-de-sac. There's only like 5 or 10 houses in this cul-de-sac. At the it's in a dead end. So what the heck is going on? So I'm listening to you. And I know I froze up, but the point is I'm sort of processing.
Half and half.
What am I supposed to do? Can't I call 911? Or what am I supposed to do? Is what I'm hearing serious or not? So, okay. Now my daughter, it stopped now. Inga asked, did I see her jean handbag? I did not. Did you post it in the
Facebook group?
Where did you post it that I could see it? In the Facebook group. Iris is asking, when is V's next live? Usually
tomorrow.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Usually on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it is tomorrow. So last night I stayed up late crocheting my granny squares, and I thought,
this happens more often than usual, or is this now what?
I know. So I sat up and I messaged V my numbers. I changed my numbers and I messaged them to her, and I only went and won. I couldn't believe it. I was shaking. I thought, oh my God, I've
won. Wow.
Oh, V is my lucky charm. I'm going to go to America and pick her up and bring her back here.
No, I mean, if you take part, then I'll just skip because I know who's going to win. Why waste my money?
But on Tuesday, I won stitch markers again.
From who?
From V. She had just
again. She'll have you as a regular courier. The guy will just know where to go next time she puts it, takes, where must it go? Oh no, you know where. Same place as last week. It's like regular.
I think Iris, V goes live at 5 p.m. Eastern time. after
Okay.
Kim, because there's Dana, then there's Kim, and then there's V, and then later on in the night there's Brenda.
You
On
know, I
Tuesday.
seem to be missing Brenda's a lot, so I better go and check out the replays. Hello, Althea. Hi, everybody. Just back.
Hi,
on.
Althea.
We had load shedding. Yes, Althea. I was checking out my schedule yesterday because yesterday we had from 12 to 2, and I thought, oh, if it's today from 12 to 2, then I'll have to on. Okay, so I thought, if you think this is a good idea, Linda, if I ever have to cancel a live, then I will put it on my community tab.
Yes.
So if anybody, who's used to attending my lives and you don't know where I am, I'll put it in the community tab because we do get a notification. At least we do get a notification.
Yeah.
My life is a film. Inga, it's because you told me that your of the face, the muscles, that you always look cross. And I was thinking of you, why not? Hello,
Well,
Rosemary.
Hi, Bonnie.
Yes. Well, not creepy. I didn't think of it as creepy. I thought of it as to be going through that is difficult. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was quite.
Someone's screaming loud. Yes, Kelly. Oh, someone's screaming loud. We only have one neighbor around here that all the houses are like dead quiet here. Okay, no one makes noise.
No.
But we have one neighbor, just one neighbor who makes noise. And in lockdown, I actually wanted to walk over and say, don't you feel like having a Friday night party again on your own some lonesome and playing your loud music just so that life sounds a bit normal, because we know the guy. It's a nice guy and everything, but it's if there is any upset, commotion, what is the synonyms? Good synonyms. Just synonyms that says there's a little bit of a wave. On the calm water, there's a little bit of a wave. Then it would be from that abode.
Mm-hmm.
On your Facebook, Inga, I will go and check it out for sure. Debbie Loves Yarn, is your grey basket completed already out of t-shirt yarn? Wow.
That is something I'd like to I'd like to have a go at, using t-shirt yarn. I've never used it before.
With a pedal.
Linda is on a roll.
On a roll.
On a roll.
With a paddle. I'm telling you, I love this, but I started using because I thought I'm going to lose a thumb using this yarn. Okay, so I mean it's not sore, but it's still a bit. I can feel this last week. This thumb had a workout with that 5.5 hook. Boy,
you know I'm left-handed, but this thumb here, just here, is quite sore, and I don't know why. Because
were you working with a thicker yarn?
No. Thank you, Teresa.
11:30 or noon. It's starting to rain. Today is like really wintry weather. What is load shedding? It's like rolling blackouts for the people in the USA, but we call it load shedding because it's actually part of our life. So there is an app that you download from the government's
website.
Eskom. It's called Eskom. What do you call it? Power company have an app. You download it on your phone and you put in your area, and then it will bring it up and say, in 2 hours time, you're on what stage? Stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. So because sometimes the power can go out twice, 3 times a day for 2 hours at a time or 3 hours at a time. Depends on what stage of load shedding you are. We are now on stage 2 since 4 days ago. which means once a day the power goes out for 2 hours. And it depends on, when. So now imagine me explaining to my son, who is mostly non-verbal, but he understands what is load shedding. So I have explained it to him as if Eskom is the name of a person. That is a very naughty person, because that person has the power, literally, to switch off the power, and he just does it as he wishes. And so now when I talk about load shedding and my son hears it, he comes into the room and he's like, no load shedding, no load shedding, no. And I'm like, no, we were just talking about power. There is no load shedding. Or if I say, then he would bring his timer and he would put the timer on and he would say like 60 minutes and then again plus 60 minutes. Then I'll say, yes, 60 minutes plus 60 minutes. So it's 2 hours. And then he's very calm about it, and whatever, but that's how we explain it to him.
Yeah.
And we had 12 to 2 today. Not nice to miss out from your live. Althea, imagine if I couldn't go live. Imagine that. I'm telling you. So that's why I'm saying I would always put it on my community wall. Hey, Linda, you think that's a good idea?
Yes, definitely.
Because where else would you put it if you couldn't do a live?
Well, what you could do is you could message me and I could go in the group and I could put it in the group that your live is cancelled because you're having...
Facebook group.
Yes.
But not everybody is in the Facebook group.
No, I know.
But I think I would put it both places.
Yes.
That's perfect. That's what I do if I need to adjust my lives. I say, okay, Kelly.
Yeah, that's a good place, yeah.
Oh, I learned that. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we got. Oh, Maribel, we're clever. You're catering to.
We are older women, lol.
No.
No, we're we're in the middle bit.
I had no idea.
Inga said we're older women. We're not. We're not older women at all.
Speak for yourself. Not me.
An old woman. I'm not an old
age
woman.
Is a number.
Yes.
It's just a number. What is age? It's a number.
Well, when I have my birthday in September, I'm going to be 16 instead of 61.
You're going to be 51. You know
61.
What?
I'm going to be 61, not 51. So I've started the blanket, baby blanket. This is what I'm working on.
Show. Oh, that's beautiful. I love little bubbles on a baby blanket. It always looks like it shouts baby. It shouts baby.
Do you like my little stitch marker that I won off V? I've already won one lot.
Is it a
butterfly? It's a butterfly.
Butterfly, yeah. The word escaped me now for a moment. Butterfly.
Yeah.
Yes, we can see it. It's lovely, lovely.
So this is what I'm making.
Yes.
It's an order. This is what I'm making.
Ooh.
And this is the book I'm using.
What is that little book? Oh, it's out of that booklet. Make in a weekend Afghans to crochet. Oh wow! Are you going to show that booklet on your live on Wednesday so we can also order it if we're live?
Yes. I saw this on Kelly's one of Kelly's lives and I really liked it, so I ordered it straight away. It's only about $6 or $7. Well, it says $7 here, but I got it off Amazon, so I can show everybody on the live and show you how far I've got. So this is my project for this week, and I've nearly finished.
Just hold up that blanket again as far as you are, because now I've seen the picture, but now, okay, so now, because when you showed it like this, I thought that's a border, but that is now one of many rows. Just, okay, now show the picture, what it's going to look like when it's done. So what border did they put on it?
They've just done a plain border, but you know the book that V showed us on Friday? about the border
Yes.
book. I went on and ordered it, and it came on Saturday.
I'm speechless. I am speechless.
So I thought, well, I
Inga
can do a
is
nice.
35.
So
Good
what I'm
for
going to
you,
do is
Inga.
I'm going to use one of the borders out of the book to finish it off in white. I'm going to do a white border for it.
Yes, I also agree with that.
Yeah, I don't. Yes, it's really very nice and pretty, but I want to have a border. I want to do a nice, not
I
a
think
thick
a white
border,
border would be,
but
I would
nice.
prefer a white border.
But I would definitely do a white border. So yeah, so I started this a couple of hours ago. So
It's so pretty. It is really so pretty. It's beautiful. I saw something on the weekend because I want to do another baby blanket in pastels. Sorry, did you finish speaking? Did I interrupt you?
No, you're all right.
Yeah, I don't never want to be rude to you, Linda. I love you. Mwah.
I love you too.
Did I now just speak over you or didn't I? No, I didn't.
No, you
okay.
didn't. I'd finished talking. You can talk
I
now.
can go.
Where's your yarn?
Yours looks nearly a shade lighter than mine. We should do a V. Okay, there we go. So, no, okay. I wanted to make a blanket of my pastels. Now there's many baby blankets of pastels. So I thought I want to make something nice. And then I was sitting there watching the replay of something, and up comes a pop-up ad that appears at the bottom of the screen, but it doesn't. The live goes on. I think it was a live I was watching replay. And it's a company that sells bedding. And on the front is a cushion. And it has two colors, one color on the top, one color at the bottom. And then over the two, where it joins, there is white circles. And it looked gorgeous. And I immediately thought, I'd love to crochet that.
Yeah.
Because I think that would look beautiful crocheted.
Yeah.
So, Deborah, load shedding is scheduled. Yeah, it's scheduled power outages. Says Dina, like a how do you say, a true South African. Dina is familiar with my load shedding here. Oh, I tell you.
Don't you think
sometimes it can be really bad for the restaurants or places where now for instance, our Woolworths, remember I said, Lorna from Simply Dune said, our Woolworths is like your Marks and Spencers. Now, they have, what is the name of that thing? Generators throughout this country. So you can always go in there. Their cashiers is working. Everything's working. Nothing's offline.
No.
It might be offline in another store, but not in their store.
No.
So that is fantastic. So
excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
I was up. I know Dana is coming up in an hour, I believe. And I know she said last night when I was halfway in Granny D, she said I should come on an hour earlier, but to come, that's a bit short notice for me to come up an hour earlier, to just be told the previous day, because, hello, V, where did you go? Where did you go? And because, there's a life to arrange on this side. It's a lot of things that must happen before I go live. Yeah. And so I can't just go live an hour earlier because I can't get through everything that I must do beforehand.
No.
And so that was quite, I thought maybe, no one has said anything, but otherwise I would go earlier if it is, because now this morning it's 7 o'clock. I went live 7 o'clock because of the forward time. But I can change it so that it is normal 6 a.m. time
Yeah.
next week, which means I should come on my time 12 o'clock, because the difference between us now is 6 hours and no longer 7 hours.
No.
Ooh, I make some delicious omelets. Ooh.
Oh,
Listen
nice.
to that beautiful. Yes, V, I was speaking to you.
And you disappeared.
Sorry?
And you disappeared.
Oh, and you You are fantastic. Oh, you did see it. You see, it's a bit delayed here by me. Really, Iris? Really, Iris? That's how she would say it. Really, Iris? Yes, really, Veronica. I don't know how Iris speaks it, but yes, really, Veronica. Iris. No, really, Iris? Must do it right, you see? Mustn't do it just halfway. Let's do it all the way.
Definitely.
Veronica. Yeah? Linda, were you saying something?
So I've done the row of bobbles now.
I love those bobbles. I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's just a nice, all it is double crochet. And then you do the bobbles in white, and then you go back to your pink and you do three
X
rows,
amount of rows of double crochet.
3 rows of double crochet, then the bobble, 3 double crochets, then the bobble. So
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
We're
so
having
I've
such
nearly
lovely rainy weather
finished
today. I'm making lovely butternut soup. Yes, Althea, we are exiting the extreme heat, hey? Good morning, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
I want to live at Veronica's house. I want an omelette and coffee too.
Me too. Thank you,
Althea
Althea.
loves your
That's
blanket.
lovely. Thank you.
Sí, de verdad, Veronica. Te pregunto.
Pregunta.
Oh, I can't. Are you going
Cuando
live?
are you go live,
Okay.
lol? Oh, she wants to know what time she's going live.
Do you understand that?
Well, I did Spanish at school many years ago. So I've still got David's stole to finish off. I've done first part. I've done the first part. So I've got, that's the second part, but I've done the first.
Of that, what do you call it? Vestuary or
Vestry stole.
Vestry stole.
Yeah, it's what the priests wear in church over their long gowns. It goes round like that and goes down. So I should get this finished sometime this week. But I wanted to start that blanket. So I've done once I finished the sweater, on Saturday, I finished one side of David's stole and started the other, and then I put that away, and I've done the grand total of 3 granny squares. I should do at least 18 granny squares a week. So this week I've got to catch up.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Jeanette. Jeanette, you know what?
Hi, Jeanette.
I missed your live yesterday with this time change. I came on. I thought you were going to be later, but apparently it works out that you guys spring forward. But for us, it means you come on earlier. So, yes, I've got to go watch the replay, Jeanette. I missed it by minutes, but at least there is replay. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays, up to the time that Linda goes live, I am on watching videos of and replays of you guys. Jamie, did you see it? Did you see something? Okay, Jamie will answer what she saw. Is that blanket a tutorial? Iris is asking. She's working from a pattern, I believe.
I'm working from a pattern. It's not a tutorial now.
It's not a tutorial. Veronica, are you going to cook for us all one day? You promised a female wrapping tutorial last year. I'm still craving them 5 months later. Oh, nee, a tamale wrapping. A tamale?
A tamale wrapping
Hello,
tutor.
Lorelie. How are you? The times always throws us all off. You know, Jeanette, I was thinking before this live started about how long before this live started. I was in my room and I was moving this way to the lounge and I thought, I think the guy who figured out all these time zones must have lived in the USA. That's why there's so many time zones in the USA. And, you know, he really took out his OCD on time zones there before he got to Africa.
Well, we go to British summertime on the 28th of March, but Eastern have already done it. So by the time I do my live at 5 o'clock GMT, it'll have evened out in America. So they've already gone forward. So I'm kind of behind them now, an extra hour. But when I go back, when our clocks go forward on the 28th, when I do my live on the 31st, we'll be at the same time. You know, that before the clocks going forward and that. So I go on that Wednesday, I go live at 5 instead of 3. Because I'm having the super
5
chat.
is GMT.
5 GMT. Which will be the same time for, which I think it's 12 midday for, which is 12 midday
It's a paid tutorial,
Eastern time.
Linda.
Is it
a paid tutorial? It's a paid
No.
pattern. It's a paid, she's asking if it's a paid pattern. It's out of a book.
It's out of this book, Iris.
Okay, hold it so that she can see it. There we go. There we go.
So that's the pattern I'm doing, and that's the book. And it's by Marianne Fritz. It's American.
Okay.
But when I do my live on when I do my live on Wednesday this week, I will show you the book and put the link to the book in my
yes,
in my
then
live.
you can do like I did. You know, take us page, just pictures.
Yes.
So
I can show you what else is in the book. There was some lovely blankets.
Jamie is also part of my Facebook page, I think. V, are you ignoring me? When is your next live? It's tomorrow, Iris. We said tomorrow.
At 12. Well, it was 12 noon. Where do I live? I live in the UK.
12 noon. Yes. Tomorrow, Veronica is going live tomorrow, 12 noon. Tuesday, 12 noon Eastern time. There you go, Iris. Okay, Linda, thank you. You've got that book.
Okay.
Wow. It must be in her whip basket.
Mm.
I am telling you. So there's some lovely baby yarn that one gets, you know, that is actually suitable for a garment for an adult, you know.
Yeah,
I've never thought of it like that. But I've seen lately that someone would use, Kristen Omdahl used baby yarn for a pattern. And I thought to myself, not in baby colors, in like a neutral. And I thought, that is a very good idea, because baby yarn is so very soft and everything that we want.
Yeah.
She says 9 a.m. in California at the moment. Mm-hmm. I missed you, Iris, yesterday. There you go. Inga, I now design baby clothes. Oh, fantastic. I love
Wonderful.
making it. If you design it, do you make patterns for it as well? You know, I haven't got into pattern making. I can do a tutorial, but a pattern to me is another game. You've got to, hello, is it Denisha? Crochet Rainbows and Butterflies. I think, is it Nisha or Denisha, your name? I saw in the Facebook group. I have the book. I am doing a blanket with my Karen anniversary cake. Wow.
Wow.
Starla, sweet Starla, how
Hi,
are you?
Starla. Hello.
How are you doing? Debbie loves yarn. I just saw the pictures on Ursula's Facebook. I like it as a standalone big bowl. I wouldn't put handles on it. I like it as a bowl. Did your hands hurt after working on it? Yes, your name is Nisha. Crochet Rainbows and Butterflies. Your name is
Hello,
Nisha.
Nisha.
Yes. Now we know. Bad weather
Lovely.
this week in your area, says Veronica. But you guys are now heading out of the bad weather. You're heading into a lovely spring.
Spring, yeah.
The bad weather will be ending soon.
We've had we always say March is very windy here. We get a lot of wind. Can be quite ferocious as well. Trees coming down
ferocious.
And everything. Yeah, we've had trees come down in March, blocking roads and whatever, especially in the countryside. So it's not good. Not good. I can't wait for April. Oh, warmer weather.
Why?
Sit out in the garden.
Oh, you're heading for summer, that's why.
Spring and then summer, yeah.
Spring for us in Georgia brings thunderstorms. Okay. Yes, I missed you too, V. Sorry, have not been on YouTube a lot since Saturday the 6th. Wow. Iris, why is that? I know you take care of your father. Is he well or not? Not that you have to explain. I would just think that that my mind immediately jumps there. Hey, I got today to Michael's to get the yarn.
That is
There's
on
a sale
sale
this week.
Yeah, you can get two. She showed us the yarn yesterday. You get two for $15, and they're usually $7.49 each. So yeah, so she's going to pay $15 for three cakes of yarn.
Yeah.
And the yarn is beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
I'm here, Ursula and Linda. I'm about to make a dishcloth.
Oh,
wow.
Very good. Very good. That's something I've never made.
Starla's doing better.
I've never made a dishcloth.
Starla, I am glad.
Oh, that's lovely to hear,
Veronica's
Starla.
also asking, are you okay? Our temperature is 19 degrees, but feels like 3 or 17 miles per hour wind. Wind chill factor is a serious thing.
It is.
Because it can drop here in Celsius, it can drop 2 to 3 degrees. Yeah. Just wind chill. Yeah.
It's the same here.
There we go. Sorry to be bugging at I'm Jen Linda. Is your blanket a 3 or a 4 weight yarn? That's not bugging. That is showing interest. And we love your interest.
It's a double knit, which I think is a
3 weight.
3 weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you love 3 weight? I also love 3 weight.
For baby blankets, yes. I like a 3 weight for baby blanket. And I in the past I've often used baby 4-ply to make jumpers for myself when I knitted. So I do.
What time will Linda's live be? South African time tomorrow. You are GMT.
So I'm the same as you. GMT is 1 p.m, but that's on Wednesday, not tomorrow, Rosemary. I'm live on Wednesday at, so South Africa, it will
1
be
p.m. T, which is 2 hours.
3
it's
p.m.
our
for
3
you.
p.m.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's on
There
Wednesday.
you go. Deborah, here in northern Florida, 2 thunderstorms. I go to Michael's today, the yarn buy 2 and 1 free, so like we pay for all 3 yarn $15, and it's 100% cotton. Wow.
I love my cotton yarn. I'm slowly building up. My family loves the dishcloths I make. They always say, you know, I could
Always say, you know,
some
I
of your
could
awesome
some
dishcloths.
of your
I could do with some more of your, right, yeah. I've got,
Oh.
I've got, just bear with me a minute.
I'll bear with you. No problem to bear with you. It's the least we can do is bear with you. My dad has been having good and bad days, so it has been hard. And then on my live, I got kind of upset at someone that I would never thought that person would have told me something that got me sad.
Oh.
You know, but sometimes I find, Iris, that it's if someone says something, it's not really, someone can say something that is bad, but it depends on who it is. Consider the source, I always say. If someone says something, if my neighbor tells me something and I don't care a hoot about my neighbor, then it doesn't upset me. But if I care about the person talking to me, then it would get to me more, isn't it, Linda?
Yeah,
Or how do you
yeah.
find it?
Yeah,
Depends.
it all depends on
it's
who the
considering
person
the
is.
source.
Yeah, consider who's saying it,
It's
and
who
then
says it.
yeah.
And often the hurt comes through people that you care about or that you thought care about you, and you know, yeah.
So in my podcast yesterday, I showed the yarn that Vibo sent me as a surprise, and this is Scrubby,
Wow,
Scrubology
what
cotton,
is that?
and I asked
Scrubology cotton.
Yeah, so I asked what I should make with it, and they were saying to make kind of like a mitt for cleaning your pans, and that
A what for cleaning your pans?
to make scrubbies, to make, you know, you have kind of like here we have green scrubbies, and I could make a scrubby to clean the pans, you know, when I'm doing the dishes and that,
Oh.
or make like one of those scrubbies for, you know, in the bathroom, cleaning the bath and whatever.
Yes.
And then I've got this, and I wanted to ask, would this be good for doing dishcloths, making dishcloths?
I think it depends on, I heard someone say that they do dishcloths, but it doesn't dry. So it depends probably on the stitch. But I must tell you, I'm not experienced in that area.
No.
Let's just see what the people in the chat say. Let me just say quickly, Jeanette is saying, Ursula, we are doing a make-along crochet cardigan challenge. I'll be making a video. I'll be checking that out for sure, Jeanette.
I'm taking part. I ordered.
That sounds lovely.
I'm taking part. I ordered the yarn yesterday.
Okay.
So once the yarn comes, I'll make a and also what they have
going on in their line.
Yes, about what Iris said. That's what Starla's referring to.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't at the live.
Oh. Yes, my best friend ignored me since my mom was very burned. Linda?
Yeah, burned.
Really? Your best friend ignored you since your mother was burned? Now, why would that even yeah, that is beyond my brain. Linda here, Maribel is answering here or saying something here. There we go.
A pad. Oh yes, like that's what I thought. It'd be nice for, you know, when you put your your pans on it to save your work surfaces on the table, and that when you put, you know, hot food on the
Oh,
table, make pads with it. Yeah.
it's soft enough for a wearable.
No, not soft enough for a wearable. No, I wouldn't even make anything wearable with that.
Oh, yes, I really care about the person, and I think they care about me, so that's why it hurt you.
Yes.
Sometimes it helps to actually contact them privately and to say, you know, you said this and it hurt me. What did you mean by it?
Yeah.
Because have you seen on TV how they would, you know, my husband and I have been for marital counseling 4 times in the 25 years. And if I say 4 times, a time means 12 weeks, once a week. And you go and you, because it's a problem you have to solve and you have to work at it. So because both of us used to work at the time, we would go after work, say on a Tuesday night, just after work, we would meet up at the therapist and we would have, and our medical aid actually at the time paid for it because it's in their interest. And it was after a child's diagnosis or whatever. So they motivated it that this
it's important
trauma
that
had an influence on the marriage, which it did. And anyway, so we would work through it. Now I mustn't go turn too much background, otherwise I forget what I wanted to say. But the thing is that is where I actually learned that with my husband, well, at a certain amount of years married life, I have to actually say something. If I don't say it, he can't read my mind. He doesn't even know that he hurt me. I'm walking around with a wounded heart that's bleeding where it has been hurt. And now it, like any wound, it stops bleeding, but then it's still sensitive and etc. etc. But you know what? It is a challenge if, for instance, if you are sensitive.
Yes.
If 2 sensitive people are married to each other, that is not a good combination because, you know, you can hurt each other too easily.
Yes.
So it helps if one of the 2 is not as sensitive. And I don't mean insensitive. I just mean not as sensitive. But now so in our marriage, I'm the one that is more sensitive. So, for instance, my husband through our married life, he just used to say, no, he never would. You know, I don't know how some women would say, you know, you kick the man out of the bed, he's going to sleep somewhere else. My husband just said, I'm not cross, you're cross. This is my bed. This is where I sleep. Finish. It's the end of the story. So I would end up sleeping somewhere else because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to sleep in this bed with this man tonight. I'm so cross, you know. Anyway, and okay, now I go and I'm come back to the point here, and the point is that I had to learn. It's something I had to learn to be more, to say, you said this. This is offensive, and this is the reason why I find it offensive, because you say this, but I hear that.
Yeah.
So I saw on a program on television, and I hardly ever watch television, so I'm talking quite a few years ago, where they were saying that the woman and the husband and the wife would be talking, and then the therapist stand in the middle, and the husband would say something, and the therapist would say to the wife before she could answer, translation, he's meaning this. So, you know, just because the couples were sort of not communicating past each other. So it did help to have this facilitator to help people understand each other. So yes. Okay, now.
Definitely.
So Iris, I'm telling you, if someone would offend me or really hurt me, I would actually contact them privately. So if Linda would say something in my life, I would contact Linda privately and say, Linda, you know, you said that. I heard
Why?
this. It hurt me. Did you
What
mean
did
that?
you?
What did you mean?
Yeah.
So I feel, in the one hand, it shows respect towards her in the sense that I'm giving you an opportunity to say.
To explain why I
she
said
can
what
now
I did.
really vent and be very nasty, or she can say, no, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like this.
Exactly.
Or if she would contact me and say, you know, in my life, you said this and this, and I was really offended because of whatever, then I would actually, I make a point of, if I did say something to someone publicly and I offended them, then I would publicly apologize. But if you said something privately to someone and it offended them, then you privately apologize. Ooh la la. Look at that. Jeepers woman, but you're quick.
I've got,
That is double knit.
Yes, I'm using 6.5 hook though. I'm using a big hook.
A what? A what?
A 6.5. A 6.5 millimeter hook.
With double knit yarn.
Yeah.
So that has a lot of drape.
Yeah. Which is what I wanted
Yes.
for this blanket. I didn't want it.
Wow.
So there we are. So that's it. So Ursula, I'm going to hop off and have my lunch, and then I'll come back.
Yes, but I think in the 30 minutes, yeah, but it only takes you 10 minutes to eat, eh? In 30 minutes, whether you eat slow or fast, I mean, how much lunch are you having? You know, it's not a 3-course dinner, which takes 2 hours to consume.
A bowl of soup I'm having. Potato and leek and spinach soup.
I think in 30 minutes, Dana is going live. Is Dana going live? Let me quickly see.
Let me see.
Yeah. Anyway, so by all means, go and have your lunch.
Yeah.
And she has a reminder on, and I think the time is wrong because the time by me says 3 a.m. 3:30 a.m. tomorrow. And it cannot possibly be 3:30 a.m. because it should be 3:30 p.m. But I think it's just a little, it should be, it's a typo. It needs to be changed.
Yeah.
But I don't see, at the moment, I don't see a reminder there for her live.
Okay, V, I will have a look at that. I will find that.
Okay, but go and have your lunch. Enjoy.
And if yours...
Come and hop on for 10 minutes again. Otherwise, there you go. Hanging out with me, hey?
Thank you for
so
having me. And I will hopefully see you all. And I'll see you all soon. All right. Bye.
Okay. Toodles. Let's just combine the scrubby yarn with that cotton yarn. Sorry that I'm, yes, that kind of cotton makes great dishcloth, like lily sugar and cream cotton yarn is the only cotton yarn I use, Linda. Yes, yes, hot pad. Ooh, I'm so behind on that. Deborah is saying, sometimes people don't know what to say or how to react to someone else's tragedies. So they just pull back. Pull back? Oh, you mean with Inga? Her friend. Yes. Now that is true. Not everybody can handle trauma. True. That is true. That is true. I'm lurking, working and lurking, working and lurking. You're so welcome to work and lurk. Hello to all those I missed. Sandra Dusenberry. I'm lurking as usual. And I'm sorry, Iris. Yes. There you go. Yes, sometimes it could be a misunderstanding, especially when things are just written down instead of speaking what you mean. I'm telling you, communicating here in the chat is, to me, risky. Because you don't have to communicate effectively, you need the nonverbal cues to go with the written cues or the spoken cues. The 10% verbal with the 90% non-verbal. In a chat, you don't have any of that benefit. So it might be worth it to just ask, you know, that's why it might be worth it to just type it out. So the person can get an opportunity to say, I didn't mean it like that, or to say, yes, I meant it like that, blah, blah, blah. Then you at least know where you stand, instead of suffering in silence. I'm supposed to get my cotton in for your Asdu summer lace poncho. Oh, Starla. And your blonde hair. No, you've got red hair, because it goes beautiful. I mean, I tell you, why am I so dark again? What's happening here? What's happening with the light? Come on, light, shine bright. Am I dark? There we go. Come on, come on. I don't want to be a gangster here. I wish that therapy was more accepted and more supported in the US, says Deborah. You know, Deborah, I actually saw one of your videos. And it's so nice to watch your videos, anybody of you, because then you sort of, you know, you get to meet the person, because you see what they sound like, what they look like, their little quirky movements, what is own to, is it eie aan hulle? What is own to them? Is that the right English translation? Thank you, Sandra. I'm a little bit behind, quite a bit behind. I always tell my kid, think first what you're going to say and how it will affect what you're going to say. Yes. Starla, that poncho is beautiful, but I don't have cotton yarn. Don't know if I should just do it with acrylic 4-ply. It depends, because it is as you wear it. I wear that ice blue lace summer poncho as a summer cardigan. That's how I wear it, when I wear it. So you can wear it between seasons. So if you're going ahead to make it in 4-ply, 4-ply is thin. And it's just like you would wear a short sleeve summer cardigan. So if you can answer that question, like, would I wear it? How would I wear a short sleeve summer cardigan? And that should give you the answer. Hi, Crystal. Sorry that I'm only seeing you now. I'm catching up here with the chat. I've been using Red Heart Scrubby Smoothie for dishcloths and love it. Hello, hello, hello. And Iris is saying, this person said they got bored on my panel, so they got off. I thought I get bored also on theirs, and don't say I got off because I got bored. And they wrote it on the chat. Listen, Iris, consider, if I say consider the source, what I mean is, ask yourself, you just say, you would not say it. Even if you thought it, you wouldn't say it. So it's like this person doesn't have a filter. It is rude to say that. But if I was in your chat and I read that, I would not think bad of you. I would think bad of that person. I would think, you know, your manners, etiquette leaves a lot to be desired, that person now saying that. So I would think, yeah, here in the back of my mind, I would just think, you know, make a note of it. This is how I would treat it. I would make a note, keep a mental note. This person is able to say things like this. Because not everybody does that. Most people are like you. They might think it. But because of the love they have for you, the love that you have for whoever, you stay on their life. Whether you're bored or not, because of the love and support, loyalty, you stay on. And this person feels different. To me, if you were my daughter, I would say, keep that in mind. Because remember, I always say to my daughter, every time that you interact with someone, you teach them something about you, which is how you build a reputation. of being honest or kind or insensitive, rude, whatever your reputation is. Every time you interact with someone, you are building on your reputation, whether it's a good reputation or bad. So that person has built on their reputation, not a positive brick. And I think I agree with you, because you're a loyal person. One might think not good, but you show loyalty and support. I'm great, Crystal. How are you, says Cameron? That was very rude of them. Yes, it is quite insensitive. Obviously, it wasn't, well, probably thought through. Yummy. Have a great lunch, Linda. Doing okay, still trying to wake up after dropping kids off at school, Crystal. Oh, yes. This time zone thing would just throw me. If we had to go through this twice a year, I would put the day that we go through it, just block it off on the calendar. Don't anybody phone me or whatever. I'm still adjusting. Ignore those people, Iris. You are an amazing woman. Yes, Iris, you've just shown that your character is deeper and loyal. Ursula, we are getting ready for the heat to rev up here. Flowers and trees are blooming. Yes, it hurt a lot, Inga says. Inga, it is because you think this person is your best friend, right? And if you have a friend, you invest in them, isn't it? Whether it is your time, love, even money for gifts, whatever, you invest in someone. And it's like you've lost an investment. And in this case, your heart is affected. It is quite sad. It is something to work through. Headed to work. We'll keep you running. Have a joyful day, everyone. Helen, thank you so much for coming by. I so appreciate it. Let me quickly catch up all the highs. Thank you. Iris, bonjour, monsieur. David Browning, how are you? Glad to see you. Catching up now. Hello, David. Hello. Good morning. Everybody is saying good morning. Let me scroll past all the good mornings. Instead of leaving, I'm going to leave you running. Dina, thank you, sweetheart. I so appreciate that. As hot as it gets here, I'll be wearing it over a tank top. Yes, because it is cotton, and that's how I wear it. And especially if it's evening, if I wear it like a short sleeve cardigan. Morning all. I just received an email that a large mystery box of yarn and notions is on its way to me from Germany. Ooh la la. Now, isn't that a blessing? Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye-bye, Dina. Wearing. Morning, everyone. Christine Johnston. I love that name. I'd love to say it like Maribel. Some people are blunt and have no filter. Yes, I think there is some people that have a lack of filter. They don't have filters. So some of them, you have to accept them as they are or distance yourself. You know, otherwise you'll keep on getting hurt. I'm just coming into this conversation about how hard is it to come up with a retroactive previous engagement. Hey, I've got to go. See you soon. I'm just coming into this conversation, but how hard is it to come up with a retroactive previous engagement? I've got to go. See you soon. I need to catch more of Linda's lives. Oh, yes. She's only live once a week. But, you know, I think I've got to catch more of Brenda's lives, personally, because I'm there when Linda goes live. But I've been missing Brenda's lives, and I love Brenda's channel, and I must make a point to just see the, replay. That's what the replay is for. Loyalty is getting up to go potty at 3 a.m. and stay up listening to your live. Debbie, I need to pin that comment. I need to pin it. That is so true. Some people have no filter and never consider what they say, whether it's rude or hurtful. Yes, David, says Tharla. Ignore my typos. No. I ignore it because look, you're catering to an intelligent audience here. So most of them I do get. I battle a bit with Veronica, but there it's not typos. You know, I'm not fluent in Veronica. I don't speak Veronica well. I try to because I love her, but it's uphill. Wow, now we now 40 years. Yay, you're still on, Ursula, love you. It's Spring Forward, Granny D. I think in 20 minutes time, Dana should be on. So I will definitely also be going to Dana, but I haven't seen any reminder. You know how you put up a reminder? I've seen a reminder for tomorrow, but not one for today. So I can post the link in this live. Are you well, Granny D? And I'm so glad with the Spring Forward, I'll be able to make more of your lives, Granny D. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Because I was wondering, why was it that I used to be able to catch you at night and suddenly I couldn't? But I forget. What happened was fall back. Now it's Spring Forward, which is to me, you're earlier. I actually missed Jeanette's live because of that. I went on and she was on an hour before. I missed it with minutes. I'll go and watch the replay though. Connie Langley. Hi, Ursula and everyone in the chat. Hope you are having a fabulous yarny day. Any yarny day is a great day, even if it's a Monday. Sandy, hello there. Hi, all my wonderful friends. It's so good to see you, Sandy. Let's just scroll and catch up here. Everybody's saying hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. Go past all the hellos. Yay, Jamie. Jamie's getting an unboxing video. Oh, that'll be a lovely unboxing video from Reggie, hey? Wow. In my area, spring isn't always lovely. They say March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. Lots of thunderstorms and a couple of tornadoes, possibly each year. Wow. Hello, hello. What time is Linda's Pacific? Linda's live on Wednesday is 1 p.m. GMT time. That is 4 hours ahead of Eastern time. So I'm not sure what it is in Pacific time. David Browning. I always point people to Brenda after my Topic Tuesdays. Yes, but up to now, it's always been too late for me. But with Spring Forward, I might be able to make it, you know. Why is Veronica laughing? I can see you and hear you, Christine Johnson. Oh, yes. No, but something's wrong with this camera. Sometimes it goes dark and then light and hello, hello, hello. Some people's lack of filter is pathological, meaning it's something they really can't control or understand. Still hurts, but this is one case where knowing why is not the booby prize. Yes. Dana did say last night that she would be live in the morning. Yes. I was in Granny D's live and she was saying I should go an hour earlier so that because we are now 6 hours apart instead of 7, which means she is usually on at 3:30. All it means for my Monday is that my Monday live is shorter, which I don't mind at all. But I don't see her as being live yet. And I'm on another screen here quickly to just check and let me refresh that screen. but I don't see Triple C being live yet. So I would love to go over there as soon as she is live. Let's just do that. Lottery. Hello. Woo! Ooh la la! Miss Veronica. We have got to celebrate this. Steals the Show became a YouTube member. Then we have to get our jingle jangle on. This is the only song I've got to welcome you in. Get your jingle jangle around your ankle and let's... Yay! Veronica! That is fantastic. Thank you so much. Now, where was that? Let me just catch up. I know, Ursula, says Granny D. I didn't think of your country not changing times. So yay for my lives being earlier for you. I'm so happy. I was thinking, why was it that I could make it and now I can't make it? But I forget, in November, you guys changed time. And now again in March. Is it November? Because my channel started in August and there was a time when I could catch your lives. And then there was a time when I couldn't. I forget the time change, you see, because we don't have that here. I heard that the EU might no longer do daylight saving time. I wish the US would stop it too. Well, yes, we were talking about the person who came out of that. That was truly golden advice, Ursula. For some reason, I never thought of that before. That every interaction you have with another human, give them more information about you. I lost my filter years ago. No, that's how I teach my daughter. You know, she's a young adult going into life, and I'm saying, consider that every time that you interact with someone, you're teaching them something about you. Now, it can be good or bad. You choose with your actions what you're going to teach them about you. Not about them, about you. You might learn something from them, what they are like, but they're also going to learn something from you, that you have boundaries, that you will decide. There's a thing that I also say, and that is, people will treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So if you allow someone to, if you have someone in your life that doesn't have filters, and obviously the things that they say on occasion, often occasion, more occasions, hurt you, then you have to decide. It's your responsibility to protect your heart. You decide how you are going to. So if it's a spouse, you're going to act different than if it's not a spouse, because if it's a spouse, or in a, you know, if it's a husband and wife, now you're married, you've got assets and everything, so you can't just walk away. You can't just distance yourself because you've got this marital relationship to consider. But you've got to find a solution, because you can't be a doormat and keep on being hurt. But if it's a friendship, then you have to say, well, either how much is this friend worth to me? Do I want to lose this friend or not? If I don't want to lose this friend, then let's talk about it. And if talking helps, great. You know each other better, and you know. But if not, then you have to consider drawing the line in the sand. You've hurt me up to here and no longer. Let me retreat. You know. There's her link. There you go. I love that little ditty, Ursula. What's a little ditty? That little saying. I've got lots of sayings, mottos that I live by. I'm struggling with an I chord. I've done it before, but for some reason it's difficult today. There are those days. Wow, I love it. Love it, Ursula. First time I see it. It is short and sweet. My saying, is that short and sweet? I think it's October when the time goes back. Yes. Well, I actually had that website open, Granny D, and it said something like 7 November or something like that. But anyway, I mean, I just, that's far in the future. I'm just concerned with today. Because I wanted it to tell me, what time is it today there by you guys? Next time change is in the, yeah, there you just say it. There she just said it. I'm quite sure your daughter is brilliant and extremely well-adjusted and well-behaved. Well-behaved, for sure. Yes. And mommy just gives the look. You know what, David? You know, in the school that she was in, there was mostly boys, right? In every class there was, if there's 15 children or whatever, 2 is girls and the rest is boys. So I remember one of the fathers once phoned me and said, I believe that your child is now the target of this bully that is in their class because his son is in the same class as my daughter. And I thought, what? I didn't say anything. I just listened to this man. I know him because our children went to school. His son and my daughter was at the same school for the entire length of their school career. And I listened and I heard him saying whatever. And after that, I said, okay, I'm unaware of this, but I will speak to my daughter and find out what is going on. So then I had a conversation with my daughter. You see, now the light is come light, here am I. And anyway, so then I was having a conversation with my daughter saying, now this parent phoned me and this parent explained to me that there is this situation going on in the class and that you are a target of bullying. And she says, oh no, you know, he says this and this, but she doesn't take it serious. Why? Because I've taught her, consider the source. Number one, always consider the source. Who is saying something bad? Are they important in your life? Do they mean something to you? If they don't, then what do you worry what they say? It's like, I say it like this. Dogs bark. Do you get upset when a dog barks? No, why not? Because that's what dogs do. If someone is, now this is when I was teaching her out of the Bible, I said to her, we were going through the scriptures. I said, this is what people do who are not saved. They are doing all these things. So why would you get cross with them when they do this? This is what they do. Then you would think that once they become a Christian, they would be a better person because now God is in their life. He directs them, blah, 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 blah. So you would not expect someone that you think is maybe a Christian to act like that because the Bible says Christians act like this. Now, but even I know people who are of no religion, who are good people, good-mannered, good etiquette. Then I know people who are of no religion, who are really rude, really no filters, whatever. So she has applied, consider the source. Dogs will bark. So is that just a dog barking? Don't get upset. Dogs bark. Why get upset? I hope I don't offend anybody by what I'm saying now. And if you're unclear, then please ask. David, have you checked out a video tutorial for iCord? I always have to do that to remember how to do it. Yeah, I definitely need to. Thanks, Iris. Let me catch up. Granny, I just watched one as I do every time I need to do one. Yes, you need to do one. Yes. I'm sure after a few more rows, it will be fine. You can't control other people's actions, only your reactions to them. Also, don't take anything personal. Yes. Don't take anything personal. Yes. Okay, now here am I now dark again. Come light. What is the matter with this light today? I tell you, the other day I was shooting an introduction to a video 4 times. And I don't want to exaggerate here. Really, by the 4th time I thought, this is the last time I'm going to do this. Because now every time you must say it cheerfully, because I want it to be cheerful. But that was the day I was feeling sick as well. So, yeah. Anyway, that is true. You can't control other people's actions, only your reaction to them. Don't take anything personal. Sometimes taking it personal means don't be offended. Sometimes you are offended. You're hurt. Maybe hurt is the better word. I should have recorded myself playing Blingo in the dark last night when the power was out, showing Blingo dedication. A ditty is a little song. Okay, there you go. I'm glad you love my little song, Granny D. It used to be in October, but changes to November. Oh, okay. A few years ago, the US changed the date of the change into daylight saving time. No one understood why, but I'm sure it was so that someone could make money. Ooh, maybe, very, very possibly. Iris, now your video, when V joined, it was short and sweet the first time I see it. Your video, oh. When V joined it was short and sweet. You're welcome, Granny D. Wow, one Blingo. Who won Blingo? Who won Blingo? Linda and Kathy, there you go. Our Deneen from Saskatchewan in Canada, she doesn't have the horror of time change. Saskatchewan has their own time zone that doesn't change twice a year. It's wonderful. Wish we all did like that. But we also don't change. We also don't change. I was very fortunate. My parents were people of great faith, but what I learned most from them is to act with love rather than to act out of dogma or judgment. Yes, I'm telling you, I've had to learn in my life. A life lesson I learned is not to judge. And you know why? It's like nearly every time, if I judge, it's like within 5 days, man. It's like not like a jinx, but it's like within 5 days, I would either do the same thing or something similar. And I catch myself. You judged someone else doing that, and now you're doing the same. So it was such a pattern that I just said to myself, you know, where your life turns a corner, and I said, no judgment. Just don't judge. So I just give it up. Don't judge. I'm not in their shoes. I don't know why they do this, why they do that. So I do not judge. Can't say I'm always successful in acting out my parents' lesson. Yes, but I'm telling you, as a personal, how do you say, motto, just don't judge. Just don't judge. Terrific. Hello, James from the Perkins Life 4. Good morning, good afternoon. Yes, it is good afternoon here. And I think in about, let me just quickly see, I want to go over when Dana is live, but I don't see. So if any of you have an eye on another tab and you can tell us and throw the link here when Dana does go live, then do me that huge favor. I would consider that a huge favor. Sometimes it is hard not to take things personal. Yes, I saw video in question and it was very rude of them, but what can you do? Maribel, never a truer word said. You just encapsulated that whole thing. True. Sometimes it is hard not to take things personal. That's why I say, if anybody else like Maribel was in the live and she saw it, she would not think less of Iris. She would think less of the person, that they, maybe don't have filters, they may be rude, they're this or whatever. Not a good thought, but they won't have it towards Iris. You actually take your hat off to Iris for how she handles it. Hey? My mom taught me that if someone says something bad to me, that person is trying to hurt me because they are hurt or hurting, and that I ignore them and walk away. Yes. I taught my child, the thing when she was little, and I'm talking about under the age of 10, I taught her that if a child in school, remember she had cancer, and she had to go back to school. And often during those 4 years, 2 years that she had to repeat school, she didn't have hair. And some children didn't understand it, and children can be cruel, and they would tease you or whatever. One child once even pulled off her cap, and then this little bear head was there with the fluff, blonde fluff. But yeah, anyway, the point is that I taught her that, now I forget, what was it that I taught her? See, I mustn't go, I shouldn't say too much, because then I forget the point that I was trying to make here. Yeah, there was a thing that I watched that, and it says, if someone tells you, oh, you're fat, or you're skinny, or your head is ugly, you say, I told my daughter, she must say this, so, because now you're actually agreeing with them. You've just said I'm fat, now I say I'm fat as well. So what about it? Now we both agree I'm fat, now what? So this bully is now left speechless, because they were expecting resistance. Oh, how dare you say I'm fat? How dare you this? No, okay. So then they would say, oh, you can only say so. Every time I say something, you just say so. And then you go calmly and you say, so, which means, so what if I just say so? So, and that just, you know, at that age, look at, it's appropriate at that age when they're like under 10 on the playground, and there's some children verbally, I'm talking about verbal abuse, just go and you say calmly, so, because then they're left with nothing to say. Maybe catch up. And I don't want to go into Dana's time. I want to join Dana when she goes live. If anybody knows. Back. Ah, Linda's back. Hello. Linda, just check out for us whether our friend Dana, Triple C, is live. If you don't mind, sweetie. Hello, 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 hello. Some US states, or even parts of individual states, don't do the time change. It can be very confusing. I would agree, for sure. The only reason I'm glad we changed time now is that it means Ursula can join more of our lives. Trudy too. Oh yes, oh yes. I do agree there. Hey, I would just, yeah. I would think time change is quite can throw you quite a bit. There we go. Unless you've walked a mile in their shoes, don't judge. Absolutely, Laurelie. I tell you, I've learned that lesson in my life. Haven't seen her go live yet. Thank you, my sweet Maribel. Iris. There is Iris's link. Oh, fantastic. I just threw some yarn in Iris's window. Oh, Deborah, aren't you a darling? Thank you. That is such good love and support. Thank you, Ursula. I don't like saying my own name, so you won't often find me say my name, even when I'm starting a video, a live, or anything. If you ask me, then I'll tell you, but it's just a personal preference thing. But you can call me Ursula, Iris, if you can remember. Thank you, Veronica, and for dropping my channel link. Oh, that's great. That's a good way to disarm them. I tell you. And I'm back, says Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh no, it's Dina. Okay. V, can you drop my link? Great, Deborah. Hey, because I say, don't say someone. No one mustn't say someone. Say whoever's got a wrench. You with the wrench. By the name of, can you drop my link? There you go. You're welcome, Iris. That's a brilliant way to disarm a bully. There are training programs for school kids that go to great lengths to create the same effect. I'm telling you. I just checked and Dana wasn't live yet. Okay, so we hold off here. We're just going to be chatting until she comes. Hey. Ladybird game time just started. There you go, Deborah. Have some fun. Have some fun. Not live yet, says Linda. Yes, I've checked. Not a Canuck. Veronica, I can't remember, but do you have a sewing machine? V, do you have a sewing machine? The autumn time change is always a part of my seasonal depression. Oh, why is that? Thank you, Veronica. There you go. Yes, I have a sewing machine. Now, what is going on? Light, light, come light. Hey, it's like a sunflower. What's wrong with it? Move closer. Move closer. Spotlight on. I say it, Ursula. S sound is not the sh sound. I say it. S sound is not a sh sound. Sounds pretty either way. You can say it either way you like to say it. The way that the most American people I hear say it is the way that most German people also say it. I think 100%, whatever way you say it is fine with me. 100%. Cameron, if someone tells me I'm fat, I give a great comeback and say I'm fat, happy and absolutely gorgeous. And by my saying, they get so thrown for a loop. Yes, exactly. David, says Linda, I will have your stole finished by the weekend. Whoa. Have you all entered my 3K giveaway? Please do. It's worldwide. Fantastic. Thank you. With Deborah, she will go and visit you. Oh, that's sweet. Veronica, I'm going to send you a message. Can I through Facebook, or where do you prefer? Veronica and I contact through Facebook because that's what works for me. Facebook is quite good. I'm spending a lot of time networking and being very pushy with my links. I'll just drop it once. David, there you go. You know, when I go in Granny D's live, her live is only 1 hour. I usually drop it on the 30-minute mark and on the 50-minute mark, so twice during the hour. And that's enough, you know, for me in that 1 hour. But now, obviously, I'm live multiple hours. So you've got a range. You're welcome. You know, I'm sure. You do so much chatting, so what? It's my pleasure. Hey, Granny D, says Cameron. Hi, Ursula, and all in the chat. Hello, Trudy. Are you home now? It's a bit cold today, hey? Cellos, you've got to have that cardigan on. Love it, Cammy. Great comeback. And there we go. Dana's notification just came on. Let me just refresh that page to see if I can find it. If I find it, I will drop it. What? Is she live now? Okay, so then let us head over. There we go. Let us head over to Dana. Let me quickly copy and paste. There we go. That is CCC. You can do a square rate. Please, for those of you, I would so appreciate that. Let me just catch up with the comments here. Auntie Dana is now live. Let's rate her. Please, please, please. There you go. Thank you. Amanda Brotherton. Good morning, peeps. Amanda, we are out of here on our way to CCC, Dana Creatively Created Crochet by Dana. So let's go and do a raid there. And then I'll see you guys in the week, or I'm going live on Friday again. And I will move my time by 1 hour to accommodate this spring forward 1 hour. Clouds covering. The sun outside changes light. Is it? Okay. So there you go. Okay, so there we go. That's great. I'll have a different stole pattern for you then. Well, if there is a relevant topic like giveaways, I might drop it. And on entertaining and exciting. Yes. Jamie, prior to the pandemic, the school system started implementing anti-bullying into the kids' day-to-day curriculum. Kids are taught how to disarm bullies. This starts in kindergarten. Wow. Yes, my back is killing me today. Oh, Trudy, my goodness. There we go. Okay, let's go over to Triple C. Just came on there. I've got it now. Thank you for those who dropped the link. Please do a square raid and I will join you there. It's going to be fantastic. Thank you for everyone that's joined me. Don't let it get to you. I had a rude comment too. One person said that I was painful to listen to in my tutorial. Really felt so bad, but then I focused on the positive comments. Oh, Nisha, please. If they find you painful, they must move on. Right, there you go. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Oh, Veronica, you're going to shopping. Yes. Bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. See you all later. See you all later. Bye-bye. Go to your, wherever you want to go. But there is Dana's, Triple C, Dana's link again. Anybody? Yeah, I think, Iris, I think Veronica said there are specials. So there you go, everybody. I'm going to say goodbye and I will see you at Dana's Live. Fantastic. Have a super Monday and